Hello and welcome to this webinar. My name is Miguel and I'll be your presenter for this session. This webinar is brought to you by GoFluent. How's everyone doing? I hope that you are having a good day, just like me. While waiting for more people to join, I'd like to share a few reminders with you. If you experience any issues, please let me know via chat. I want to make sure that you can see and hear me well. If you want to say hi, please send a message in the chat room. If you would like to send it in your native language, go ahead and do so. So greetings from Manila, Philippines. If I were to say hi, I would say, "Kamusta?" That's in my native language. It sounds quite Spanish, doesn't it? So hello to Marian, Cheriana, Miroslav, Sophia, Malaguevera, Olga, Jing, James, Sergio, Ili, Massimo, Lou, Olivier, Mohammed, Rachel. I wish I could read all of your names. Hoda Morgan, Guten Tag, Ciao. How would I say it? In different languages. Buenos dias, bonjour. So welcome everyone. I hope that you're all having a good day. I wish I could read all of your messages. In case you're wondering, there are hundreds of us in this session, okay? So by the way, if you have any questions, please take note of them. We will go through them in our Q&A portion later. So we have friends from Belgium, Bulgaria, Normandy, Slovakia, and from different places in the world. Thank you all for being here. So why don't I introduce myself? So happy to have you here. My name is Miguel. I may have, or you may have seen me before. I've been helping learners improve their English for the past 8 years at GoFluent. I am based in Manila, Philippines. I used to be a conversation class trainer. I did that for many years. I have experienced what I am about to present in this webinar firsthand. I have experienced, and I'm excited to share all of this information with you. So let's start. Oh, so we have friends from Frankfurt and, well, Naples. Welcome. If I could read all of your messages, I would. So our topic for today is 4 paths to fluency, embracing your unique learning style for language mastery. Just like you, I am a language learner. Okay, I'm learning Spanish at the moment. It's quite strange. I know that I have a Spanish name, Miguel, but because I am from the Philippines, it is not so widely spoken here. We mainly speak Filipino and English. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that I understand how helpful it is to learn a new language in my professional and in my personal goals. Why professional? Most of my teammates are in Madrid, Spain. So I'd like to say hello to my teammates in Spain if you are here. So today, we will embark on a journey to discover how to align your language learning with your personal learning style, okay? And how this can help you with your language learning goals, okay? So there are 4 types of learning, which we will discuss very soon, okay? So let's continue with a very interesting quote. This is from Benjamin Franklin. And I promise this is important to our topic today. So the quote goes, "Tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I learn." Okay? This quote captures the essence of our webinar today. Because as we explore different learning styles, we embrace this philosophy by involving ourselves in our language journey. So this ensures an effective approach to mastering a new language. That is because we at GoFluent know that every learner's journey is unique. We all have different goals. We all face different challenges. And more importantly, we all have different learning styles. When we recognize and we understand our own learning style, we are able to tailor fit our learning to ourselves. Okay, it can be the difference between a frustrating experience and a rewarding one. So hello to Massimo, Mary, Thomas, and Susanna. I wonder if any of my colleagues are here. So please send me a message if any of my colleagues are here. So let's dive into this question. Okay, when it comes to learning a new language, which activity do you find most enjoyable and effective? Please scan the QR code on the screen, or you may click on this link. I have posted the link in the chat room. Okay, so A, watching movies and videos. Do you find this most enjoyable and effective? B, is it listening to music, podcasts, or conversations? C, reading books, articles, or writing in a journal? D, engaging in conversations or speaking in practical situations? Or E, please specify in the chat room, please write your messages there. Is there another activity when it comes to learning that you find more effective? Roberto said D. I wonder what that is. Beata said all of them. Fantastic. Thank you. So don't forget to click on submit. If you would like to be more specific, please write your answers in the chat room. As for me, to be honest, I like listening to music, okay? So that works very well for me. Interestingly, 50% of you, or of us here, are 49, okay? Around 50% enjoys engaging in conversations or speaking in practical situations. Is this something that you need to do for work? Okay, because if that's the case, we can help you. We can help you with all of these things. I am very confident to say that right now. I'm very confident to tell you that whatever your learning style with maybe, we have something for you here at GoFluent. And later, we will go to the Language Academy and we will take a look at how we can incorporate all of these things that we are learning to our learning at the Language Academy. Yael said, music doesn't work for me because I'm paying more attention, or I'm feeling the beat more, and then I pay attention to the lyrics. Sometimes pronunciation is complicated for me with music, especially when songs use voice filters, etc. Excuse me. Good point, Yael. Good point. Technology nowadays, when it comes to music, is quite advanced. So using filters might be a challenge to understand what people are saying. So that's a good point, Yael. Thank you. So it's also very interesting because I just told you there are hundreds of us here from all over the world in this webinar. So the poll that we have right now reflects the answers of people from all over the world in real time. So we're all on the same boat when it comes to language learning. So let's talk about the 4 types of learning styles, okay? We have visual, auditory, reading and writing, and kinesthetic. As a matter of fact, let me write that in the chat room for you all. Okay, visual, auditory, reading and writing, and kinesthetic or active. Please do not be afraid of the word kinesthetic. Okay, it might be your first time to encounter it. It just means active, learning by doing. Auditory is by hearing. Visual is, of course, by seeing. Some of you are already sharing your learning preferences. Thank you. This is quite interesting. This is quite interesting. Thank you. All for everyone. So we will dive into each of these styles and then perhaps we could give each other recommendations. Okay? It's also one thing that we can do. I don't want you to just learn from me because I am learning from you. I learn from our participants as well. When I used to be a conversation class trainer, I learned so much from our participants there. So let's do it together. Okay? Learning is a two-way process. It's a two-way street. So let's talk about visual learning. Okay? Do you think you're a visual learner? So these are those who learn best through use of visual media, such as photos or flashcards, videos, books with pictures and colors. Okay, this approach mainly uses tangible materials to better process the information presented, and also helps with memorization. Okay. Zhao, you said, I do not have problems with using English at work. It's beyond work. I'll give you some tips later on how to talk to people. Okay, I promise. So remind me later. Remind me later. Okay. So do you think that you are a visual learner? You're welcome, Zhao. So I want to now show you the Language Academy. So this is the Language Academy. I promise you that it's user-friendly. It was designed to be user-friendly. Everything is just 1 to 2 clicks away. So what I want to demonstrate right now is how easy it is to watch videos on the Language Academy. Please be honest. Have you started watching videos on the Language Academy? Yes or no? Have you started watching videos? Many have said no. I see some yeses. Thank you for your honesty. Okay, I appreciate your honesty. Let's think of a topic. Okay, let's think of a topic. So please share a topic with me that is interesting to you. Okay, please share a topic. Travel. It's the first thing that I saw. Travel. So why don't we see if we have videos on travel? Okay. So there are different ways to look for videos. One is through here, browse all videos, okay? Or we can just type it here. What do you want to learn today? Let's explore this, okay? I want to explore a topic on travel. Okay, so there we have different types of resources on travel. So if you see something like this, it means that this is a video. Okay, here you go. A new flight from Australia to the UK. Okay, science, communication. So I am just sharing this with you because whatever your interest may be, we have something for you. We have 10,000, more than 10,000 resources that are available to you. Okay? Next. Oops, sorry about that. Communication and finance. Later, I will share with you different courses that you can look at and explore. Okay? So yes, of course, we have we have content on technology. Okay, let me just demonstrate. Okay, because if I look for everything that you type, which I wish I could do, then we would we wouldn't be able to finish the entire presentation. Touchscreen technology, technology you can wear, technology that know how people feel, technology, etc., etc. Okay, if you want to learn more, okay, contact your learning consultant later after this webinar, or just explore the Language Academy. I promise it's so easy. Okay. Let's continue. Path 2, auditory learning. Okay, do you think you are an auditory learner? Okay, this is when someone learns effectively by listening. Okay, this learning style relies on listening to conversations or hearing people talk or hearing a trainer explain a lesson or audio lingual materials. Okay, so there are different ways that you can do this. Okay, so you can go to an article and you can listen to certain articles. Of course, you can listen to videos. Okay, later I'll actually share a video with you later that will combine the different learning styles, okay, that we are talking about right now. Mohammed said, depends on who's speaking. I love sitcoms. It's awesome. And also podcasts, okay? So regarding logging in to the Go Fluent Language Academy, we all log in differently because we have different accounts. You need to contact your learning consultant regarding that, okay? Regarding how you log in. If you have no idea, I suggest you ask your HR about it, or whoever is in charge of answering questions regarding the training that you receive in your company. But if you already know how to log into the Language Academy, I'll tell you how to contact your learning consultant later. Okay? So at this point, why don't we talk about recommendations? Okay? So some people learn through music. Okay? So if you have any recommendations regarding what language, or rather what artist to listen to in your language, please write them in the chat room. If you like English, I'm very sorry, it's not difficult because I have so many artists that I can recommend. Okay, Damian, thank you for your recommendation or your message. So you can contact us at gofluent.com. Thank you. Or later I'll show you how to contact your learning consultant too. So do you have any recommendations regarding music that you can listen to? For classic rock, we have the Beatles. I'm sorry, I like rock and roll. We have Led Zeppelin. If you're into more modern music, maybe you could listen to Taylor Swift. I love Queen. I love The Police. I love AC/DC. It's mainly because I like rock. But I listen to all sorts of music. We have The Cure, we have Nirvana. I love Nirvana, Beyonce, Madonna, Adele, Dream Theater. We have someone who likes prog rock. Halsey, Metallica, Crowded House, Tame Impala. Adele is good to learn. Of course, of course. So music is one way. Guns, I'm guessing Kiara meant Guns N' Roses. 30 Seconds to Mars. Of course, I've seen them live here in Manila. I'm watching Incubus in 2 weeks. They're coming to Manila. I saw Sting here in Manila. I saw U2 in Manila. I wish more artists would come to Manila. Deep Purple, of course. Pearl Jam. I love Pearl Jam. I was just 12 years old when they came to Manila. I was too young. I missed Coldplay too bad. Okay, so thank you for all of your recommendations. Okay, thank you for your recommendations. What about in your own language? Okay, what about in your country? Do you have any recommendations? You know, we have people from all over the world watching, or rather, well, yeah, watching right now. So they can read all of your messages. Okay, next. We have reading and writing. Okay, reading and writing. But I want to read some of your messages. Arjit Singh, Sober, Andres Cepeda. Danke is thank you. Is that the name of an artist too? So please tell us about the country, okay? Because it might be very interesting for all of us here. This is interesting. Thank you. So I don't want to read all of your answers. It would be very difficult for me to continue, although I am interested in your answers. I'm sure the other participants are as well, okay? So reading and writing. So this kind of learning style centers more on reading, of course, and writing. So this means that interacting with text is quite powerful to you and it works very well, okay? So we have articles on the GoFluent portal as well. So have you checked out our articles? Have you read the GoFluent article yet? We have so many articles on so many things. Okay, if writing is for you, then we have writing lessons as well. Practice your writing skills with us if you want. Okay. Many of you have answered yes. I'm happy to hear that. What about how-to documents? Are you familiar with how-to documents or how-to guides that we have? Okay. Some of you said no. For those who don't know how to, well, those of you who have not explored how-to guides yet, I'll share with you, okay? I'm sure we all write emails in English, okay? You would not be here if you don't. Or if not, well, you will write emails in English very soon. So I'm happy to tell you that we have content on writing emails, okay? So we have email templates for you. Okay, here's an email template on thanking a supplier. Okay, we have email templates on so many different things, inquiring about a product. Okay, so take the time to join. Oh, sorry, I almost said join a conversation class because of Monica's message. So take the time to explore the Language Academy. Okay, we have 5 different resources. We have videos, we have articles, we have grammar documents to help you, we have vocabulary resources, and we have how-to guides as well. Okay, it's all about mixing them up. Okay, so regarding the features that may be available or not available to you, please contact your learning consultant because we all have different types of accounts, and it's very important for you to know what is available to you. So like I told you earlier, we are from all over the world in this webinar. It's a global webinar. Next. Reading and writing. Oh, what about books? Do you have any recommendations? Sandrine read my mind. Sandrine read my mind. Agatha Christie. Okay. Ines said, GoFluent templates are very useful. Thank you, Ines. We appreciate that very much. Kiara said, Harry Potter, of course. Fairy tales, of course. Sherlock Holmes, of course. Fantastic. Fooled by randomness. I am not familiar. I don't know about that. Thank you for the recommendation. Narnia, of course. Godfather for books. Okay. There's so many. There are so many. Okay. Da Vinci Code. So these are, of course, supplements to your training with us here at the Language Academy. Okay. At the Language Academy. So these are recommendations for us. But don't forget that we have so many resources that are available to you. Okay, later, I'll share with you how to start a course, okay? And to how to tailor fit your learning style to your learning path. Because after all, that's what we are here to do, or that's what we are here to learn, okay? Lord of the Rings course. The basics of quantum mechanics might be very difficult, Cyril. Edgar Allan Poe, says Luca, of course, fantastic. A Netflix series on which is an adaptation just came out. The Fall of the House of Usher, fantastic. I like that so much. Yael said, would you suggest a special kind of book to read when starting a new language? Riel, we all learn differently. Okay, I suggest that you start with articles on the language academy that you are interested in. Okay, so number one, it has to be something that's interesting to you. Okay, start with an article that's interesting to you. Okay, or it should be related to your line of work. Okay, it should be related to your line of work. Are you in the pharmaceutical industry? Are you in tech? Are you in finance? We have different types of resources for you, okay? We have jobs in industry courses. So I'll share this with you later. Don't worry. Okay. Kinesthetic learning, okay? Thank you, Nelidia. Thank you, Nelidia. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, of course. Kinesthetic learning, like I told you earlier, please do not be afraid of this word. It means active, okay? So this approach connects language learning with real life experiences, making it extremely effective, okay? So we'd like to share something with you right now. Join a conversation class. As I told you earlier, I used to be a conversation class trainer. I did that for 7 years. 7 years. I used to give these webinars in conversation classrooms or conversation studios that we have. But now we created a space specially just for this webinar for you. Okay, we created this wallpaper with the help of my fantastic or our fantastic marketing department. I hope you like the actual wallpaper, literal wallpaper. What is the benefit of joining the conversation class or a conversation class? Well, you will talk to people from all over the world. You will hear different accents. If you've not spoken to a person, or if you haven't spoken to many people from all over the world, well, this is your chance. This is your chance, okay? You'll get to talk to people from, well, from different continents. You will hear different accents. You will hear different accents, okay? And you will also get to see them, okay? Because there's a feature for you to turn on your web camera, okay? So well, let's not join a conversation class right now. Why? Because it's in progress, okay? So this is how to join it. On the left side of the Language Academy, you will see conversation classes. There. It will be available for you to join. Excuse me. It will be available for you to join 5 minutes before it starts. So as you can see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 24 hours on weekdays and then 8 hours on the weekend. Okay. So in the weekend, or excuse me, on the weekend. So it means that we can join right now because it's in progress, but 5 minutes before 6 p.m. Manila time, we can join it. Okay. Nelidia said they're really enjoyable. I'm happy to hear that. Okay. Mohammed said, I did once for a month and it was awesome. I learned a lot and the teacher was a native English speaker. Thank you. If you have a problem with the conversation classes, I wish I could address it right now. Please contact your learning consultant later. Okay, so I have a screenshot for you. This is an actual screenshot of a conversation class. These are actual learners, of course, these are not their faces. We posted smileys for privacy issues, rather for privacy reasons, of course. But this is one of our best trainers. She's a real trainer. She's actually giving a conversation class right now. Her name is Teacher Jane. Please say hi to her from me when you get to join her class. What about the level? So you can see the level of the conversation class. So for each hour, we change the level. So later at 6 p.m., it's A1, A2, elementary. 7 p.m., we have B1, B2, intermediate. And then 8 p.m., we have C1, C2. And then it goes back to elementary. Okay? So please join the level that applies to you. If you want to challenge yourself and join a different level, go ahead and do so. If you have no access, please contact your learning consultant. They should be able to answer all of your questions. Okay? Progress is not linear. Mix it up. Okay? Mix it up. But before we go there, I don't want so before we go further, do you know how to contact your learning consultant? Yes or no? I might get a few no's. I have a feeling I'll see a few no's here. I thought so. Don't worry, it's not difficult. I promise you, just 2 clicks and you'll see how to contact your learning consultant. I'm glad that I'm seeing a few yeses. Okay. So upper right-hand side, like I promised earlier, everything or almost everything is just 2 clicks away in the Language Academy, on the Language Academy. So click the drop-down menu and click Contact Us. Voila, that easy. And this is what Damian said earlier. Contact us at gofluent.com. Okay? You can contact us by phone or you can start the chat with us. Okay? So I hope this is clear. Once again, drop-down menu and contact us. Your learning consultants are there to help you with your learning as well. Thank you, Ahlame. Okay. So I promised you earlier that we want to mix it up. Okay. Let's mix it up. Have you started a course yet? Have you started a GoFluent course yet? Or do you know how to look for GoFluent courses? I'm happy that I saw some yeses. Giselle and Sylvia said yes. Some of you, actually a lot of you said yes. Wow. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. Mix it up is to change what you are learning from time to time. Mixing is literally tossing, like mixing a salad. Okay. So this is how to look for courses. Click on browse, and then you can see different kinds of courses that are available to you. Okay. Let's say you want to start a course on presentations. Okay. Presentations. Many of you here give presentation. Click on presentations, and then you'll see a course right here. You can save it if you want. I unsaved it. So we can save it. Oops, an error occurred because I just did that very quickly. Let's try again. It's because I'm using a demo account. That's why we might be experiencing some issues with the connectivity, but do not be worried. I have a screenshot for you, okay? I have a screenshot for you on the courses that we have. See, I was ready with screenshots, but then again, it's already working, okay? Okay, let's relax. Let's relax. So please refresh. So let's click on presentations once again and click on save. Once you have saved this activity, you can look for it under training. Okay. click on saved, and you can see that I saved this course. If I click on this course, I can see on the left side that GoFluent has already created a learning path for me. So we have a resource or different types of resources here, okay, regarding presentations, okay? Now, let's say you want to create your your own learning path, or let's just say you find something that's interesting to you. Let's say you see a video that you like, but you don't really have time to work on it right now, okay? So click on video, the video that you want to watch, and then just click on save, okay? Fitness talk, verbs related to exercise, okay? Click on that, click on training, and it has been saved successfully, and I can click on it now. I can watch it in my free time, okay? This is a GoFluent original video, by the way. Thank you, Sandra. Glad that you like it. So now, why don't we watch a video together? Okay. This is an original video by GoFluent. That's why we're very proud of it. It's called Active Listening, How to Engage and Understand. Well, I will cut it at one point so that you can continue to watch it in your free time. But let's just see.
When you are listening to a speaker in a conversation or meeting, it is important that you are engaged in the communication process through active listening. My name is Hannah, and in this video, I will explain active listening and share some tips that you may follow. Active listening is a skill that involves paying attention to a speaker and what is being said. But unlike passive listening, where information is heard but not responded to, active listening requires the speaker to provide feedback or responses such as clarification questions or non-verbal cues. Here are some active listening tips that you may follow. Focus on the speaker and the topic. Face the speaker and maintain eye contact. You need to be attentive and try to avoid any distractions such as background noise. You also want to avoid unnecessary movements such as sighing, looking at your watch, or tapping your pen. Keep an open mind. Take note of key concepts or critical points shared by the speaker without passing judgment. Focus on what is being said and not what you want to say. Provide non-verbal feedback. Your posture, gestures, and other body language can communicate your interest in what is being said. For example, nodding and smiling are supportive cues showing that you're able to process the speaker's message. Ask questions to increase understanding. When you want to clarify certain points, wait for the speaker to pause before asking a question.
Hello again, everyone. Maybe it echoed because I forgot to mute my mic. I am so sorry. Okay, I am so sorry. Might have been my fault. Nalija, I just saw it a few days ago and it's very interesting. So this is just one of our GoFluent original videos, and it combines different learning styles that we have just talked about today. Hannah also gives us a few tips on questions that we can ask when we're talking to someone else. Now, I promised someone earlier that I would give you a tip when it comes to talking to someone, okay? When talking to someone. First of all, you don't need to speak fast. As you can see, I am not speaking fast right now. Whenever I speak to someone from another country or perhaps another native speaker, If they're speaking too fast, I try to maintain a slow pace, okay, just to make sure, or just to try to make them understand that this is the pace of how I am speaking, or of how I can understand. And the other person would mirror it, okay? Especially if you're learning English. Number two, don't be afraid to ask questions, okay? So you can say, I'm sorry, can you please repeat? It's okay to ask another person to repeat what they said, okay? So those are two very important tips. Number one, don't speak too fast. It's okay. Number two, ask questions. And perhaps a third one would be, I'm sorry, I don't understand. Just say it, okay? Don't be shy. It's all about communicating, okay? So here's another tip. Overcome challenges and stay motivated. Why is it so important to stay motivated? Well, if we're not motivated, then we will fall short when it comes to our training. We won't be consistent and we won't hit our goals, okay? That is why we want you, or we invite you to register. Excuse me, let me say that again. We invite you to register for next month's webinar now, okay? We invite you to register to next month's webinar now. So here is the link in the chat room. Please click on it. So yes, this is the link for the same time slot, because we have two sessions. One is for our friends who want to join at a later time, or perhaps might be more accessible to our friends in other time zones, okay? Thank you. So please let me know if you have joined or if you have registered, okay? So are you feeling stuck in your language learning journey, wondering how to stay motivated? Join us in our upcoming webinar. We will share some very effective strategies with you, okay? And these are strategies that I have used and I have given our learners in the conversation class. And this is something that we have researched on as well. Thank you, Martina. Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Akla. Thank you, Alice. Thank you, Roberto. In case you want to register to the other webinar as well, there it is. Please share the link with your colleagues. Okay, please share the link with your colleagues. Okay, please share the link with your colleagues. We are trying to spread a culture of learning to people from all over the world, okay? So it could start with you, okay? So here's another question. Have you talked about Go Fluent with your colleagues yet? Okay, if you haven't, now would be a good time. Hey, why don't we join this webinar together? Okay, why don't we join this webinar? Next month, it's all about staying motivated. Okay, so we'll help you. Okay, we'll help you with that. Of course, we want you to be consistent with your language learning here with us at Go Fluent. Okay, thank you for registering. Okay, if you need the link again, please let me know, or you can ask your learning consultant regarding the link. Thank you. Okay, so this is our last question for today. How do you want to start using what you learned today in your language learning journey? Okay. How do you want to start using what you learned today in your language learning journey? Okay. You want to speak more in your target language? Do you want to watch more videos on the Language Academy? I hope that you do. Okay. You want to read more articles? You want to mix it up? Videos. Okay, thank you. Some of you said E. So if your answer is E, please write in the chat room. Listening to music, says Quadio. Wendy has no idea. Well, contact your learning consultant. They should be able to help you with your learning path. Or perhaps, might I share some advice with you right now? Okay, so learning has to be interesting for you. Learning has to be interesting for you. Pick a topic that is interesting to you. What are you into? Are you into sports? Are you into technology? Are you into travel, into food, into beverages, into coffee? Okay, so start with that. Okay, like I said, we have more than 10,000 resources on the Language Academy. Okay, regarding vocabulary, it could be something that you might need for work. Okay, so perhaps this week I want to learn about vocabulary that's related to my job. Okay, or perhaps I want to learn vocabulary that's related to eating. Okay, at my favorite restaurant. Okay, and Doni said food is good. It's a really good way to start. Okay, it's a really good way to start. Then, well, mix it up. What is my favorite dish? Mohammed, you put me on the spot. That's a very difficult question. Okay. I don't know. I am from the Philippines, so I recommend adobo, sisig, or sinigang. These are Filipino dishes. That's just a bonus for everyone. Thank you. That's just a bonus for everyone. Is it easy to to use GoFluent from on your mobile phone? Yes, of course. It's user friendly. It's designed to be user friendly. Please download the GoFluent mobile app on your phone or your tablet. I have it on my phone. Actually, well, I don't want to get my phone right now. I put it away. I don't want to get distracted, but I would show it to you. Okay, I would show it to you. I love cuisines from all over the world. I love Japanese food. I love Spanish food. I love Italian food. I love food in general, to be honest. Okay. Okay, so let's start our Q&A. Do you have any questions? While you still have me, please write your questions in the chat room. If you want to have the GoFluent app on your phone, just download. You can download it just like any other app. Okay. It's also very user-friendly. I think the right word that you are looking for is that you're such a foodie. You are such a foodie. That's how you say it if you like food. Okay? You say, I love food. I love food from different parts of the world. I am very adventurous when it comes to food. Okay. David, it's not always good when I cook. Could you please repeat how I could join a conversation class? On if you go to the homepage of your language academy, it's just clicking the GoFluent logo or clicking on home. It should be on the left panel. Okay. Steve is coming to the Philippines for Christmas and New Year. Oh, you should try the dishes that I have just mentioned. Also try lechon. Also try lechon. How can you improve your pronunciation? Well, there's no such thing as bad pronunciation. I want to tell you right now, okay? As long as people can understand you. So it's all about being understood. Okay? It's all about being understood. Listening after how they are pronounced. Okay, how can you improve your vocabulary? This is very important. Okay? Learning a language is just like learning any other skill. Okay, it's like going to the gym or learning how to play an instrument. I'm a bass guitar player and I play the guitar. That's why I like rock and roll. So it depends on how much time you spend on training. Okay, so it really is all about how much time you put into it. So it's all about exposure. It's all about consistency. Okay. That's okay, Sandra, if you have to leave. Takes you're welcome on how to not speak so fast. Okay. Verb phrase is the most difficult. Yes, that is quite difficult. I must admit it's exposure. Being exposed to the language that you want to learn really is the best way to learn. Okay. So spend as much time on the language academy, okay, as you can. Is it possible to advance 2 languages? Or is it possible to study 2 languages? Oh, yes, yes. Different languages are available to you. Click on profile, learning preferences, and then as you can see, we have different languages that are available for you to learn. That's why I'm learning Spanish, okay? How to learn phrases. Are we talking about phrasal verbs? Phrasal verbs, we have resources on phrasal verbs. Sasa. You're welcome, Raquel. How can I use the GoFluent app? It's not possible to log in. This is the point where I tell you to contact your learning consultant regarding logging in. Okay. Can 2 languages be studied at the same time? You need to change your profile first. Okay. But sure, if you want to learn 2 languages, it might be quite difficult, but some of us learn differently. I would not try to learn 2 languages at the same time. Okay. Might be too much for me, but if you think that you can, some people are good with languages. That's the truth. So if you think that you can learn 2 languages at the same time, go ahead. Are we going to add more European languages? Well, we need to stay put for that. Okay, I cannot answer that at the moment. I cannot answer that question at the moment. So I cannot answer all of your questions. If you have other questions, again, after this session, you may contact your learning consultant. They should be able to help you. Okay? I can see that some of you have to go. Okay? If you want to say thank you or goodbye in your own language, why not? So I would say salamat in my language. Goodbye is paalam. I'd say merci. Au revoir. Grazie. Arrivederci. Gracias. Dankjewel. I wish I could pronounce all of these phrases that you are writing in sentences. Obrigado. Okay, some of the other ones might be too difficult for me. I don't want to embarrass myself. You have all been wonderful. Thank you. I hope to see you in our session next month on motivation. Okay, should be very interesting. Okay, it should be very interesting. Muchas gracias. Thank you. Take care, everyone. So I should say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye, everyone.